because I can't go on without talking to you a little bit. You know, I've been coming here to your country for 4 decades, playing music to this wonderful country. It really hurts my heart that we're in this terrible political moment, which has seeped into every crevice of our lives in the States. I second every word Bruce Springsteen had to say in Manchester, UK. And I urge you to watch it if you have not seen it yet. Many of us in America, the majority, look forward to a time when this behavior by our government is not tolerated by our citizens. Oh, Canada, please enjoy our music in the spirit it is given, with love. Now let's rock!
That is Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Joan Jett calling out Donald Trump and backing Bruce Springsteen. If somehow unaware, here is what the latter stated.
The mighty A Street Band is here tonight to call upon the righteous power of art, of music, of rock and roll in dangerous times. In my home, the America I love, the America I've written about, that has been a beacon of hope and liberty for 250 years, is currently in the hands of a corrupt, incompetent, and treasonous administration. Tonight, we ask all who believe in democracy and the best of our American experience to rise with us, raise your voices against authoritarianism, and let freedom reign. There's some very weird, strange, and dangerous going on out there right now. In America, they are persecuting people for using their right to free speech and voicing their dissent. This is happening now. In America, the richest men are taking satisfaction in abandoning the world's poorest children to sickness and death. In my country, they're taking sadistic pleasure in the pain that they inflict on loyal American workers. They're rolling back historic civil rights legislation that led to a more just and plural society. They're abandoning our great allies and siding with dictators against those struggling for their freedom.
And he would not stop there.
They're removing residents off American streets and without due process of law are deporting them to foreign detention centers and prisons. This is all happening now. The majority of our elected representatives have failed to protect the American people from the abuses of an unfit president and a rogue government. They have no concern or idea of what it means to be deeply American. The America that I've sung to you about for 50 years is real. And regardless of its faults, is a great country with a great people. So we'll survive this moment.
In the wake of this, Pearl Jam's Eddie Vedder also used his platform.
You know, when a hero like Bruce Springsteen brings up issues and makes his thoughts be known, and uses his microphone to speak for those who don't have a voice sometimes, certainly not an amplified one. And I just want to point out that he brought up issues. He brought up that residents are being removed off America's streets and being deported without due process of law. That's happening. He brought up that we're abandoning our longtime allies around the globe. and signing on with dictators. That is also happening. And here, driving through all the colleges, University of Pitt and Carnegie Mellon and the incredible area you've got, and thinking that they're defunding American universities that won't bow down to their ideologies, as Bruce said. Now look, I appreciate you listening, and I bring it up because the response to all that, and him using the microphone, the response had nothing to do with the issues. They didn't talk about one of those issues, didn't have a conversation about one of those issues, didn't debate any one of those issues. All that we heard were personal attacks and threats that nobody else should even try to use their microphone or use their voice in public, or they will be shut down. Now that is not allowed in this country that we call America. Am I right or am I wrong?
Fellow Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Neil Young would join in, writing for his official website. Bruce and thousands of musicians think you are ruining America. You worry about that instead of the dying kids in Gaza. That's your problem. I am not scared of you. Neither are the rest of us. You shut down FEMA when we needed it most. That's your problem. Stop thinking about what rockers are saying. Think about saving America from the mess you made. Taylor Swift is right, so is Bruce. You know how I feel. It is no shock that Joan Jett, like many other rock legends, are speaking out, not only because of what's happening and the atrocities that we see every single day, but also because it is ingrained in them from childhood all the way up until present day. She has gotten involved in local politics before. She has endorsed Nancy Skinner, and she helped drive up support for Skinner. She also, when she was 14, hated Richard Nixon, was super anti-war, and has worked on Howard Dean's campaign along with others and endorsed the Harris-Walz ticket. I think what's more shocking than anything is that we're seeing rock legends like in their 70s speak out. And are there going to be some that are Gen Z and younger in the rock / music scene doing it? Yes. But prominent stars, I feel like it's sort of gone under the radar here, or is non-existent. You tell me. You can pick and choose. What's rather saddening is the fallout that will absolutely happen because of this. And you know that on Truth Social, instead of governing, the president is going to fire back. And he's going to call Joan Jett a hack, no talent, classless, needs to respect the country, just something ridiculous. And that's exactly why they want to get rid of habeas corpus and other things, because they want to punish free thought and free speech. It is an authoritarian playbook. They ran it in Hungary with Viktor Orban, and they are trying to do it here. It should not be on rock legends to speak up. It should be on all of us to speak up at every single point in time. When someone is being oppressed, when someone is being put down, when others in this country, maybe the less fortunate or the fortunate, are being taken advantage of, say something. Speak out. We are seeing it with the ICE raids right now, and how Minneapolis is trying to push back. Chicago in the South Loop is trying to push back. So it's time. Use your voice. It's power in numbers at this point.